This is lesson 4. We're looking at representing and naming fractions on a number line. 65. So let's get started and see. You can identify, describe, represent, and locate fractions on a number line when we finish this lesson today. So Michaela works for the State Park Service. Her job is to of the distance from the ranger station to Baldy Mountain. Show each of Michaela's marks on the number line. Label the distance of each marker for the ranger station. All right, now notice, this should look familiar from the same. The only thing changing is the numerator, and it is going up by 1 every single time. And we had that question. Remember the circles that were shaded in red, and you had 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Right there says that we're going to have 4 equal pieces. So now we're not going to pull out a ruler and measure it to make sure it's perfect. We're going to eyeball it. So from here to here, we need 4 sections. So what we could do first is we could split this in half and then split those halves in half, like so. One out of those total of 4 sections. Section number 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is 1/4. Now if I go 2 sections, bump, bump, then we're going 2 of the 4 sections. 1/2, remember. If 2 is half of 4, then that would be in there. So we've gone 1 section, 1/4. We've gone 2 sections, that's 2/4. Now we're going 3 sections, you got it, that's going to be 3/4. And then if we go 1 more, we're at 4/4. What does that mean if it's same number on top? Yeah, equals 1 whole. If you've gone from here all the way to 4/4, you've gone the whole distance. Okay? All right. So now, Leo, let's see, on the way to school, Leo stops at the Blackberry Pond. There's the Blackberry Pond. What fraction of the 1 mile distance to school has Leo gone? Now, he lives close enough to school that he walks to school every day. So here is 0. If we go 1 more, that means we're going 1 out of 6 spots. So that's 1/6. So if we go 2, that would be 1 more. That's right, 3/6. Uh-oh, 3/6 equals what? Half. Because 3 is half of 6. All right, if we go 1 more, 4/6. Go 1 more, that's 5/6. And if we go 1, now the question is, how far is from his house to Blackberry Pond? Well, it lines up right here, so it's 4/6 of the distance. All right, so using this, let's answer these questions. Into how many equal lengths is the whole mile divided? Well, what is it? So that means there's 6 equal pieces. What part of the fraction shows the number of equal lengths of the whole? The numerator or the denominator? Denominator. So we're going to write denominator. This big long word, D-E-N-O-M-I-N-A-T-O-R. Denominator. So which part of the fraction shows Numerator. Numerator. Then it says, locate and draw a point on the number line to show the distance from Leo's house to Blackberry Pond. Well, we'll put a big old dot. What fraction represents just one of those equal lengths? That's your unit fraction, remember. So it's going to be 1. And how many pieces did we have? 6. So that's 1/6. The distance from Leo's house to the Blackberry Pond? Yes, 4/6. Okay. Give you a second or two before we look at a new problem. Now, I would pay close attention to this because you could very well see something like this on map testing or statewide testing. They give you the cutesy little pictures to go with. Now, you could see something like this, but they may give you, it just has a number line. And it says, what fraction of the point does A show? So, you would do it exactly the way we did right here with the cutesy pictures. The only thing is, we've got to figure out how many spaces there are. So we've got 1, 4. So my denominator is going to have to be 4. Why? Because we have 4 spaces. Now my numerator is how many hops is it going to take to get over that? Looking at our work, let's answer these questions. Into how many equal lengths is the distance divided from 0 to 1? 4. Then it says how many equal lengths are being counted? The fraction is right here. 3/4. 3 out of 4. Okay, all right, scooting on down. Let's look at our third. You can always pause it if you need to. It may have taken you a minute to write those big words there. All right, so Enya and Kat walk from home to the local history museum. When they stop at the library, they stop again to read their library books at the park when they are 2/3 of the way to the museum. Complete a number line to show how to represent these distances. Okay. When they are 1/3 of the way, that denominator right there tells you that you are going to divide this. So we're going to go about right here and do again right here. So that will give us 1, 2, 3. So this is 1/3. One more third would make it 2/3. So here, let's see. When they are 1/3 of the way to the museum, they stop at the library. So this would be the library. So we're going to label it Library. Now, library. Now that you could possibly see this on statewide or testing or something, where you may have to drag and drop these names where they go. So be prepared for that. And then they stop again to read their library books at the park. So they're at the library. They go to then where they ended up. Yeah, they ended up at the museum. So that's where we're finishing up. So home, 1/3, we're at the library at you've got some number lines to finish and find some points on the number line, all that good stuff. Then on the back side, some same things, and you've got a word problem here. Now, you may need to draw a picture there and use one of those lines as a number line. Whenever I do it, I probably will do that, just so that I've got a visual, because I like visuals. All right, so start here while you're working. Do those questions while you're doing them, and then when you're ready, hit play and we'll check them. All right, hit pause, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, guys, I've worked mine out. I hope you've worked all yours out. Answers. Now, if you haven't finished doing yours, make sure you hit that pause button. Got to do the work before you check it. The number line and label the fractions. Locate and draw a point on the number line to show 5/8. So you had to finish filling this in. This is like what we've seen before. We've got 8. Go 1. Just fill in. You're going up 1 each time. 1 8, 2 8, 3 8, 4 8, 5 8, 6 8. And 5/8 would be right there is where you should have your dot. Then write the fraction that names points E and F. You have 1 6, 2 6. This would be 3 6, which goes here. And the next one will be 4 6. And then we're going to flip over to the other side and look at the back side. All right, here we go. Then, Reese's poster on the number line that shows the width of her poster. So it's divided into fourths, so your denominator is going to be 4 all the way across. So this is 1 of 4 sections. This is 2. So 2/4 is going to be right there in the middle. Abe marks points H and I on the number line. Write the fraction that names each point. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, and then we hop over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces to get 5 6. Okay. Then down at the bottom, I told you I would probably draw a number line, and I did. And I started at 1/8, ended at 8/8, and this is the section what's located halfway between 6/8 and 8/8. Well, what is it? Right, 7/8. Because your numerator is going up. Eat 1. You have 6, 7, 8. So that's definitely going to be 7/8. 7/8 is between 6/8 because it says to explain, and that's your explanation. Now you didn't have to have exactly what I did, but I need to know that you know that 7/8 is between those two. So that out. You have to say that 7/8 is between 6/8 and 8/8. Okay? All right. You can put this away, and you've got an ed assignment to work on, and I will see you.